It said, why don't women like submitting to their man?
Yeah, to their men.
Man, cause for one, I think you know the answer just as good as me. Man, they don't listen. They don't even understand what submit mean. You know what I'm saying? They think submit mean control, right? You got different means, right? Different means have a different understanding of what that is. Some dudes manipulate the submit word, right? So that's why some of these females traumatized. But my thing is, how many times you shouldn't be traumatized after that one time that you went through? You supposed to learn from the experience. So some people don't even know when they being love bombed. First of all, second of all, if you don't know when you being love bombed, then you ain't gonna never know when you being when it's time for you to submit. But the problem is, women don't submit due to the fact they think it's control. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with submitting though. It's nothing
Right.
wrong with submitting. It's just what man are you submitting to? Is the question. Is you submitting to Pookie Ray Ray or you submitting to the man?
No lie, I'm gonna say this. Women should submit to all men, no matter what. Because once a woman realizes I don't gotta submit to you, she gonna have that mentality to the next man. It don't even matter if that's her boyfriend or her husband. She gonna pick and choose to submit to him. Like it don't matter if it's on a month to month basis or year in and year out. She gonna pick her spots and her time to be on some. I'm gonna stop submitting to this nigga.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it, and I agree.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Look, Meech, I'm finna have to drop down. I gotta make a phone call because I really I'm trying to see if I'm trying to go to work or not. But I'm finna drop down, come right back in, bro. Let me up, bro.
Okay, I got you, bro.
All right, tap the motherfucking screen too, nigga, so you get shit in the algorithm.
I appreciate it, bro.
You know it, brother.
Appreciate y'all for joining. Get the likes up. Gifts. Y'all can come join the conversation. Come join the conversation if you want. Come join the conversation if you want. I got all night. I got all night. Come join the conversation. Alan, what up, Al? I may change the prompt I might change the prompt. I might be on like probably either an hour or two. I got a lot of more prompts. I'm so excited. It gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Right now, I'm getting my light ones out the way because I'm pushing. Yeah, I'm gonna end up having 200 episodes soon on my podcast, so I'm getting my light ones out the way. But each episode I do, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. But women should submit to men no matter what, because women should respect men no matter what. Show him respect first. Don't show him disrespect. Men don't tolerate disrespect, especially when it comes to a woman. So when a woman disrespects a man, all hell break loose, because for one, a woman that disrespects a man, she don't understand what she's done. She don't understand what she's done by her disrespecting a man. That's like a child. That's like a child disrespecting one of their parents or both other parents. There's going to be consequences. So women, be careful. Do not disrespect a man. Submit to a man. Y'all got to be careful. But see, that's what I said before. I'm going to probably just do this for an hour or two because I got a lot. I was gonna say a lot of shit, but I'm gonna say my other prompts that I have, and I can't do that just yet. But fuck, I want to, shit. But I'm gonna still talk my shit for an hour or two. It's sad that women, they demand respect from children. And their mentalities is required for a child to respect them. But they don't understand that it's required for them to respect men. Because women think they're on the same playing field as men. They think they're equal to a man. And they're not. So women always want children to submit to them. But it's an issue for them to submit to their men. In American women, a lot of American women, they're the problem today. Because when American women don't submit to their men, men lose love for them. They lose trust for them. They don't want to deal with them. They barely want to be around them. And this is why men cheat.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
What's up, brother?
Can you answer the prompt?
Sure. Why don't women like submitting to their men? Why you say men and not man?
Well, that's what ChatGPT did. So the man makes sense compared to a man.
Well, because men is probably, is it talking about like multiple dudes? Is this like a,
Hey, like that's a ChatGPT issue. Unless you're saying ChatGPT made a mistake.
I mean, it should be man, right?
Right.
Okay.
So like basically that's what ChatGPT did. So they did it how they
Gotcha.
did it.
Well, anyway, probably, they don't like submitting because they stand, 10 toes on quicksand. You know what I mean? Or no?
Explain.
So they're standing 10 toes, meaning they think they're standing on business, but that's why I added the part on quicksand, right? So they're not really standing on anything and they're just going down. Um, that being said, the reason they don't like submitting to their man is because they always think they're, what's it called? They're always just like treated like nothing and they're belittled, and so there's no point to submit. You might as well fight with what you got. You know, you're always getting put down anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I think of the prompts.
Have Tony I said Tony, I'm tripping. Tano have your have your women submitted to you?
To me personally,
Yes.
no. I'll keep it a buck. No,
They never submitted to you?
no,
Have you
because
had
I don't.
issues with that?
Because I don't. I keep it respectful. I keep it mutual.
Why? You can't keep it mutual. You're a man.
That's a fallacy.
Well, Mittens. What up, bro?
Hey, how you doing, brother? Great to see y'all.
Mittens. Yeah, like you can like answer the prompt and also you can respond to Tano.
Excellent. Why don't women like submitting to their men? Women only really truly submit when they don't have a choice. As long as they have another option, if they have leverage over you, they're not going to submit. In fact, women are actually more submissive to their men before marriage. Once she's married to you, she understands that in order for you to keep your shit, you have to keep her happy, and she has all the leverage in that relationship. So if she's not happy, she can just divorce you, steal your kids from you, and ruin your life financially. That's how much power she has. She has no incentive to submit to you when she's holding all the cards. Now to Mr. Donald, which again I respect. I mean, you're very honest, and that's rare, right? You're honest that you don't dominate and you don't lead. I believe that the goal should be to kind of remove the option. Hold on one sec. I got to talk to somebody. 1 second, brother.
Yeah, bro. I see where you coming from. Maybe I should start to take more dominance.
That's why I said because you are a man. You lead. She
Yeah,
follow. She obey.
yeah, for sure. But then it's like, what if she, what if she, what if she just like, I'm tired of this. I'm out of here.
This is the thing.
You go get another bitch.
Yeah, but then it's just a rinse and repeat cycle, and nothing
No,
will ever
bro.
change.
If a woman doesn't naturally submit to you, she never liked you. I'm sorry.
And she never respected you.
Yeah, but
And
that's
men,
why
and
that's why I
men,
like.
and men is all about respect. So imagine what men go through on a daily when their child mother don't respect them.
Mm,
So it's kind of, I guess, heartbreaking in a way because, yeah, I'm gonna say heartbreaking because let's just say for me, for example, me, if I have a child, right, and my child's mother don't respect me, I would be disgusted to the point is I want to put my fucking hands on her, but you know, like because men, we deserve respect, especially from women, and especially from our child's mother. But Alan, while Mitten's taking like a phone call, you can like answer the prompt.
Hit me, be right back.
All right, bro. But yeah, Tano,
so so who do you think is the man or the woman?
you
Who
said
who
what?
do you, who do you think? I said, who do you think in the relationship is standing 10 toes on quicksand?
What you said about like the quicksand shit?
Yeah, so like, is it the man or the woman that's standing on business, but not really, because they're on quicksand? So they're like just slowly falling down.
Well, the man's supposed to always stand on business. So to your analogy or soliloquy or whatever, women, they're the ones on the quicksand, I guess. But men stand on business. So that's why
Exactly.
that's why Alan said he told you just find another bitch.
Exactly, bro, because they always think they're
Boy, that
entitled.
was annoying, man. Sorry for that. I'm still working. You
Okay.
know, female coworkers, they get this thing where they're so lonely that they feel like you have to be their husband for the moment. Like from the bottom of my heart, I do not care about whatever's happening in your personal life. I don't know why you think you can come to me and just start talking. But Donald, I was going to say that what I like to do personally is make it so that there's no room for anything other than submission, and it's you kind of have to control things from the very beginning. And what that does is it increases the rate in which you strike out. And people think striking out is a bad thing. Her rejecting you is a bad thing. It's not. Most of the women you date, you're wasting your time, money, and energy with. I'm not kidding. Most of the women you've ever touched, you've ever slept with, they were a waste of time, money, and energy. So you're supposed to be striking out. Only like 1 out of 15 women will be worth even investigating past the first date, to be perfectly honest. So if you're looking to just be fucking, successful with every single woman you're with, that's a loser mentality. Because that means you don't have any standards of your own, right? At that point, if you just want to be successful with every woman that you're with, that means you have no standards. That means you're actually insecure. If you look at the definition of insecurity, it's more or less not having any boundaries because you fear losing out on something. That's what true insecurity is. So I everything has to be on my terms. And if she ever shows me any resistance, then I already know she's not for me. And I don't disrespect these women. I don't tear them down. I just acknowledge that they're not for me. I block their phone numbers quietly. I block their social media accounts quietly, and I move on as if they don't exist. That's the only way forward for men in today's society if you want something serious. Now, if you don't want nothing serious, you just want to have smacks, then in that case, you shouldn't have any standards whatsoever as a man. Just go have some X. I mean, they're, I hate to say it, but their legs are wide open nowadays. Like it's not hard to sleep with most women. Hey, Matthew.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Man, fantastic, man.
Good, good.
What do you think about the prom, man?
Well, okay. As a 44-year-old man, I guess honestly a lot of it depends. I mean, depends on even you guys at the prompt here. Depends on your age. Women don't want to submit to men nowadays because men nowadays are pussies. They don't. They flat out they're not willing to like stick up for their women in public. They're not willing to. I mean, some of these guys I've seen. You know, I live in Nebraska. That's what I'll tell you. And you know, I have a million men around me that are strong, intelligent men that'll do anything for their women. But then this new generations of kids, I watch their
No,
women.
that doesn't sound. No, I don't want you. I just wanted to point out that one thing you said. Strong men that are willing to do anything for their women. To me, that doesn't sound intelligent. That doesn't sound intelligent, and that doesn't seem strong to me. That seems as though these men have no self-respect and they have no boundaries, and they pretty much allow the woman to lead. They're more or less just a big dumb musclehead in a way, right? She's the one who has the brains because these men, they kind of nerf themselves. Instead of thinking independently, they kind of let her do the thinking and let her do the decision making, and all they're around to do is kind of enforce whatever she decided. That's what it sounds like. Does that make sense?
In a way, sure, but it depends on, okay, in Nebraska, it depends on what you're talking about, okay? Like, it's hard, honestly, it's hard to explain.
Well, something else you said that was interesting. You're basically like, I don't see men sticking up for their women in public anymore. There should
Yes.
be no situation where I'm supposed to stick up for my women in Can you give me a scenario, like a reasonable scenario where I should stick up for my woman in public? And this is a beautiful discussion, by the way, so please do not think I'm attacking you. I'm just talking about the point if you're okay with it.
Yes.
Well,
Can you come up with a scenario?
I'm even talking like, okay, when I was younger. Okay, I'm 44 now, but I'm even talking like when I was younger. You know, there's some of these men that hell, half the women were fighting their fights for them. You know what I mean? Men, what I'm telling you around
I've seen
like
that, yeah.
these new generation of kids, like I'm talking like, you know, in their 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, maybe even early 30s. They just
Oh yeah.
they just
I've seen
don't
that.
they just don't fight anymore. They're pussies. They're pussies. And it's just
A lot of them
me
are, you're right.
I'm in wrestling. I'm in martial arts. I've done all my stuff, even as a 44-year-old man. You know, I've done my shit. I'm in Taekwondo. I've done all my stuff. And these young kids, they're like, oh my God, you know, stop him from attacking me at the bar or doing whatever, you know. And it's, dude, you're a bitch. And then half the time, I see their women driving them around in their car, dropping them off at work.
Facts.
At work,
Facts,
I see
yeah.
their women driving them off. It's just like, and you want this woman to consider you a man. You know?
Well, I'm glad you brought this up because you didn't lie. I was expecting you to say something a little bit macho and bravado, something unreasonable. But you're actually right, and these men have been nerfed. Many of these, but you got to look at who's raising most of these men now. I guarantee you, 99% of the men you just mentioned were not actively being raised by their biological father.
That's
This
true.
is the level of quality of men you get when you create a matriarchal legal system that
Yep.
awards her full custody and simply tells you to pay the bill. Those
Yep.
kids miss out on male leadership. And that
Correct.
boy, unfortunately, he never knew what it was to be masculine, right? He
Well,
he lacks that male drive that your father instills in you. He lacks it. And I know this
no,
for a fact because I'm not a super macho or overly masculine man on any level, right?
and neither am I.
But
And
I
neither am
had a
I.
dad,
Yep.
right? Well, I mean, I don't know, but I had a dad, and my cousins, they didn't have a dad actively in their lives. I didn't need to be told to do what I was supposed to do. I hit the ground running, right? Because of
Yep.
what was instilled in me. They didn't. They
Yep.
were exactly as you described them. They
Yep.
they lacked drive and direction.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's go ahead, brother.
no, I've been a farm boy. I was born in 1981. I was born in 1981, and we finally moved out to the farm back in 1992. And by the time I became 10, 11 years old, I was turning around and I was expected to farm the field. I was expected to do this and do that and what. And you know what? That is the best thing that ever happened to me. You know, I
Oh
was
yeah.
I was raised as a man, and I turned around and I found a beautiful woman, and she turned around. We've been together for 16 years. You know, it's one of the things where just, I mean, you have to establish yourself as a man. I mean, no woman is going to
Yeah,
respect you.
but you also have the advantage of location because it sounds like you're on the countryside, right?
Yeah,
That
yep,
is true. That
Yeah,
is
my
true.
dad
From an
moved us
option
out of the
standpoint.
inner cities, and my dad moved us to the countryside of North Carolina, and we began to thrive. We were struggling when we were living in the cities, and our mentalities were completely different. We were just trying to survive in the cities. But when he moved us to the countryside, we began to thrive. My brother, my sisters, we're all doing okay. You know, it's like it's so you have a huge advantage. But these men, unfortunately, they're not in the countryside. They're living somewhere in an apartment or a townhouse, whether with or without their mom. They're surrounded by feminine energy inside of a society that if a man doesn't feminize himself and nerf himself, he will go to jail. To jail. All right, no more of this
how
fighting shit.
how
Someone
how
picks
would
on
how
you
would
or makes fun of you in the bar. Even if you're in the right, you're going to jail.
how would you how would you have to feminize yourself to be?
Well,
Yeah, explain. I don't
so I have
understand.
recordings. I understand. So I have recordings of myself from 15, 16 years ago and recordings of myself now. And I listen to my voice. Raising daughters requires that you can't really tap into your masculinity and give them real direction without putting sugar on every single thing you say and do. That's just the way little girls operate. And if you have daughters like me, you gotta. So my voice is complete. The voice that I have now sounds nothing like I did 17 years ago. Nothing.
Well, sure.
Everything has been feminized. Everything has been smoothed over. The deep, the depth of my voice is gone. How I approach situation is completely different. I no longer approach it directly like when I had my son, he's my firstborn. I now have to approach it from the side and do a lot more talking than I've ever had to do. And this is just the way it is. And you can't keep a job. It doesn't matter how many years you spent in college. They will throw your entire career away if you don't nerf yourself. You go into the workplace. It used to be a place where it was mostly male dominated. Now it's mostly female dominated. And they rule with their emotions, their victimhood. They wield so much power.
Where
And
where
it's
where
and of
where
course
where
it
you where
sounds
you at? What state are you? Where are you from?
so I'm here in the Carolinas and I work for a
Okay.
pharmaceutical company and
Okay.
I appreciate all of my income. I appreciate my coworkers, but having a bunch of female coworkers can be detrimental to what you identify as masculinity. It could destroy you because this is
That's true.
survival now.
That's true.
This is survival. So I understand everything you're saying is actually accurate, right? I expected you to just come up and just start shitting on everyone unreasonably, but no, everything you said is accurate. It's just we don't really have much of a choice if we're trying to keep our head above water. And these
Okay,
young
well,
men would go ahead, brother.
to give you a little bit of background on my story. Okay, for one thing, like I said, I'm from Nebraska. But then, second of all, I dropped out of high school at 16. I have really bad ADHD. Okay, but the one thing I realized is I was a very good painter. And no, I'm not talking like an artist. I'm talking about like painting houses. And back when I was young, you could legally drop out of high school here in Nebraska at 16 years old. So I turned around, I dropped out of high school, I went to work full time at 16, and then turned around, and while I'm going to work full time, I went to my local community college and I got not my GED, I got my high school diploma, and then I even turned around and I went to college for a year. But in the meantime, I was running my painting business, which I've owned for 25 years now. And it's one of them things where it's just like, and then in the meantime, I got with my wife and everything else, and I have 2 kids. She has 2 kids. We've never had a kid together. And we've been together for 16 years. Been together 16
Wait,
years.
were you a single dad?
Yes, I was a single dad of 2. She was a single mom of 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I want to point something that you said out, and hopefully the host will make a prompt one day. We should do a panel on this. I strongly believe that if I have another son, I would not allow him to get a high school diploma. He is required. I will require him to get his GED and get at least one trade under his belt before his peers graduate from high school. That way he walks directly into the job market and just thrives. He slays it. But I no longer support high school. I don't support most of college unless you're trying to be a lawyer or a doctor, something to that effect. I don't see the point in it. Trades are where it's at. That's where it's at. And if you have
that
a
sounds
son,
that sounds to me like you have.
Matthew, like
Yeah,
real quick, Mitten.
yeah.
So, what you want me to call the prompt, like the future prompt?
Well, no,
something to the
you got
effect
to talk to
of
him. He was the one talking about your future prom.
Right. I want
right.
to
So
ask Mitten.
we should like um maybe we should articulate it like high school is failing our boys, settle for GED, something like that. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it
Okay.
out. But yeah, and I'll send it to you.
There,
But we
there's
got to do something on this because
there,
it's
there
such a
there's
missed opportunity.
Okay, Mitten.
there's nothing. Okay. Both of you guys. Hey, listen to me real quick. I'm my son right now. Okay, me being a 44-year-old man, my youngest kid is 18. Okay, I have a 24-year-old daughter, and she's made me a grandfather at 24 years old. Okay, so I have an 18 and I have a 24-year-old, and now I have a 1.5-year-old granddaughter. I'm a grandpa at 44. But this is my thing. I still have my 18-year-old son running around Beatrice, running around Nebraska, sitting here going crazy. And he's not finishing high school. He's not even attempting to get his GED or his high school diploma. All he keeps going is, "Dad, find me a job. Just let me go to work because my mom's struggling." His mom is a piece of crap. And it's one of the things where he wants to go and live in her house and he wants to support her because she's a lazy B word. And I've spent the last 25 years on a 125-foot boom truck. I've spent the last 25 years sitting around here building my own business, doing the things that I've been doing. And I'm just trying to get my son to realize how much of a piece of crap his mom is. I just want him to go. I'm not, no, and I shouldn't say that. That was a harsh way to put it.
Well,
I'll let
no,
you
I
gotta
don't
be
think any.
honest.
First of
You gotta
all,
be honest. You know that
you
she a
had to
piece of
build. Oh,
shit. She
sorry
a
about that.
piece of shit. Take it away,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's what
but
I was thinking. Yeah.
but just I just want him to go to work. The one thing my parents taught me when I dropped out of high school at 16 years old. The one thing my parents taught me was that the first thing my mom said to me is she goes, "If you ain't gonna go to school, then go to work." And I did it. I dropped out of high school at 16 years old because the child labor laws were different back then. I'm a 44-year-old man. It was different back then. You could turn around if you want to drop out of high school at 16 years old, you could do it. And then you turn around and I got my mom in my ear going, well, if you're not going to graduate high school, well, then just go to work. And so that's exactly what I did. I turned around at 16 years old, I got a full-time job, and I went to work. And I did it for 25 years. 25 years. The same business. I did it for 25 years. I'm working somewhere different now, but that's beyond the point. And that was just last year. I'm getting too old to be doing that shit anymore. But I'm trying to explain to my son that, like, if you're not going to go to school, then go to work. I'm trying to teach him the same thing my mom taught me. But
Now,
anyway, yep,
Matthew, I think like maybe start taking a break. But Matthew, you have a baby mama, right? So
I have two baby mamas actually.
what two? So do see it sounds like they don't respect you. Like they don't submit to you.
No, they're both losers, and they both live on welfare, and they keep keeping my children from it. But you got to remember, my oldest is 24. I'm a grandpa now, and she's with her boyfriend, and yeah, they're both adults now. One's 18, one's 24.
Damn.
Yep.
Hood. What's your take on what Matthew was saying, and also can you answer the prompt?
Uh, yeah, my take on that, I think a lot of what he's saying is true, you know, because I think society is teaching femininity to a lot of the young guys that's coming up. I basically blame society, you know, because they're teaching a lot of these young guys to be weak and
Correct.
irresponsible.
Correct.
Society, as in women, correct?
Well, society as in general, the whole system, the court system, the police system, it's just this whole system is taking away their manhood, you know, and it's trying to teach them, it's trying to teach the young guys to be weak and enjoy it's trying to join them, tell them join the rainbow community instead of being a man,
Correct.
you know.
I blame women for that.
No, it
Yeah,
is the women. It
it
is the
is the
women.
women, but it also is the system that put the men on child support and give the women the power
That
to
that's correct too.
Can I ask a
take
question?
the men out of the household and not allow them to be a part of raising their sons. It's giving the more power to the women. It's
May I,
giving all the power to the women.
may I ask a
Yeah.
question?
Go
Yes,
ahead.
yes, you may. Never sin. Yes, you may.
So if women are making boys like soft and into the like T women community, does that mean that fathers make girls hard and into the masculine T community?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
How does that make sense? How do women have such an effect
it's
on
showing
boys
it's
that they
showing the
can turn?
women.
Hold on, hood. How is
ahead.
it that women have such an effect on boys that they can make them feminine, but men don't have such an effect on girls that they can make them masculine?
Because I tell you how. Because a lot of the women are teaching the daughters to be dominant and overpower the men. You know, not really giving the man a say so in the household.
That's not true. As a matter of fact,
Yes, I mean, it's not giving the man a check, a say so in the house. You asked me a question and I'm going to answer.
one of
You
the
asked
only
me a
women that
question
were
and let
able
me
to
finish
fight
answering.
off.
Never said you have to let Hood answer. You asked him a question and let him answer.
Yeah,
Send me nothing, but okay.
yeah, because a lot of the women are leading with a masculine way. They're dominating the households, basically showing their daughters who wears the pants in the household, you know. And this is the way that they're taking most of the women nowadays, the younger women that, as a matter of fact, I'm 53, and most of the women in the household today that I met, none of them cook. They don't cook. They don't want to clean. They want to go out to dinner. They want to, if a man is so much as raises his voice in the household with a little bit of bass in it, they want to pick up the phone and call 911.
Okay, Hood. I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. Because
How
how
is
is
it?
it? How is it
Wait,
that
Hood, wait,
women?
Hood.
Go ahead. All right.
How is it that women are making boys feminine but girls masculine? Like, you got to pick which one women are. So women are like, it contradicts itself to say today's women don't cook and don't clean would make them masculine. So that would mean that they would be teaching the boys to be masculine and the girls to be masculine. Is or you can't say that women are masculine and teaching the boys to be feminine.
Yes. Yes, I
Like
can. Because
logically, that does not track, boo. Like you can try to wrap your head and make excuses for it, but that doesn't track. But let me answer the prompt real fast. Why don't women like submitting to their men? Because most men don't qualify to be submitted to. I mean, I don't even believe in submission by definition to yield to a higher authority. I don't think any man is an authority over me. I think I'm an autonomous being who makes my own decisions, makes my own money, provides for my family on my own without the financial assistance of a man. So I don't think that I would be submitting to a man.
Never sinned.
okay,
No,
so
wait, Hood, Hood, wait. Never sinned. Your father in your life?
I was just with him for my brother's funeral like a month ago.
So what? I mean, like, was he? Well, I mean, was he in your life growing up?
Most fathers, and that's the thing, right? Most fathers teach. That's what I'm saying. How is it that women teach boys to be masculine, but fathers don't teach their daughter? I mean, women teach boys to be feminine, but fathers don't teach their daughters to be masculine because a father is gonna be the one that say most men ain't shit to their daughters. Like they're gonna be the one to say they're not
Ne-
even gonna say most. The men are gonna say to keep their daughters safe. They're gonna say all men ain't shit, right? They're the ones that's gonna tell their daughters to get an education and not to rely on a man. So
Now I
men are
asked you that
actually
question.
the ones gonna make their daughters masculine.
Now I asked you the question because daughters they submit to their father, which you
No, they
have.
don't.
And see, never said this is the problem with women, especially American women of today. God,
Meech, do you have children?
listen, my love. I don't, but best believe if I have a children, especially a daughter, she's going to submit to me. But
You gonna put her in the hospital because most children don't
no,
submit. Like most, especially when they hit
see,
that adolescent
see,
age, they
you know damn well, you got kids, right?
what I'm telling you is, host,
No, you got kids, right?
if you think that daughters submit to their fathers,
I'm getting
you
somewhere
have
with this.
another thing coming to
That's a
you.
lie. I'm getting somewhere with this. If you have
Okay,
kids,
I'm gonna
right?
shut up.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't have children.
But you know this firsthand.
No,
Parents,
I mean, I babysat.
parents. Okay, for example, you submitted to your mother. You was required to submit to your mother and your father. If you didn't
No,
obey, if you didn't listen and obey, you'd have been dealt with. Correct.
no,
See, you're
I
lying.
didn't.
You're not being honest. You're not
My
being
nigga,
honest.
hold on,
You from New York. Talk your shit.
hold
You from
on,
New York. I like this.
Meech.
You're versatile now. I like
My
this.
mom's listen. My mom's ashes is right here. I wish I submitted to my mom's, but I did not. Children don't submit, and I think that if you approach parenthood with that idea of being like this, um, authoritative parent that's going like force their children into submission, you got it wrong. And you know they say that that is a trauma response from slavery, beating on our kids and abusing them. I'm not trying to make my child submit. I want my child to feel like they could trust me to come to me with anything. But if I start off by spanking them and popping them and hitting them and
This is
yelling at
wild.
them, they're not going to be able to communicate with
This
me.
is wild. Kids are required to submit and listen to their parents. If they don't, it was consequences, punishments. Then
That's the
they
white
ask
man.
you,
That's the white man's teaching.
what?
Yeah, when we came from the motherland, we didn't do that. We also like
You
we had a
can't, you
thing.
can't, you
We
can't,
had
no, 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 you can't,
hold on,
you
hold it. We
can't,
had
no,
different
no.
tactics. We
You
had
just cut
different
me off.
tactics.
No, 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 no. You know
This
you're lying throughout our family history. It don't matter if it's your mother, your granny. They didn't play that.
That's
They
from
didn't play that.
slavery. But that's from slavery because it was this. Look, this was your option, Meech.
And you said you don't submit to a man, so you're
Look.
being rude. So you're
This
rude.
is your
But
options,
continue.
Meech. These are your options, Meech. You could beat your kids, or you could let Massa beat your kids. That's where spanking our children came from. Who would you rather beat your kids, you or Massa? When you know he gonna tear the skin off their backs.
We're not talking about slavery.
I'm telling you where
No,
spanking
no,
our
no, no.
kids came from.
No, no, no. You said you don't submit to a man.
yeah.
So that means your mentality is out of order. So I'm saying is,
Out of whose order?
see, this is the
Out of the
problem.
order between man and woman.
I'm not gonna hold you, host. If you're gonna have a conversation with me, I am gonna ask you questions that's gonna encourage you to think critically about what you're saying. Like, who taught you that?
It don't matter
Who
what
taught you that a
it
woman
don't
is
matter
supposed
what
to submit to
question
a man?
you ask. Overall, you're not making sense because you say you don't submit to a man. You have a
I
boss, right?
don't.
You submit to your boss.
No, I don't have a boss.
See? Come on now. You had jobs before, right?
You don't submit to a
How
boss.
many times we gotta
That's
be honest?
hold on. We
How
are
can we
being
have a
honest. You're
conversation
not
and you're
being.
not being
You're not.
honest?
Listen. You're not being
You
honest. You
said you
don't.
never submitted to your
You don't.
family, you haven't submitted to
No.
your father, and you
No.
never submitted to your boss.
No.
So all I'm
No.
hearing is lying. Like all I'm hearing,
Hold on.
all
Hold
I'm
on.
hearing
Hold
is
on. Hold
lies,
on. Host.
lies,
Host.
and
Look.
lies.
Host.
Continue.
Hood. Do me a favor. Hood. Mute up when you're not speaking because you do have an echo. Let me see if it's you. Go ahead. Mute up. You can come up here when you're ready to speak. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I just want to double check. Can you mute him, host? I just want to see because it's tearing up the conversation for me. Let me see. Oh yeah, that was him. Ooh, it sounds so much better. Yeah, that was him. Okay, so let's carry on. You said I submit to a boss. No, that's not how it works. You don't submit to a boss. There is still a bit of an echo. I think that's on your end. It's okay. You don't submit to a boss. You sign a contract, and if that boss breaches the contract, or you breach the contract, you both get in trouble. But that is why we have union representatives and things like that to protect employees from experiencing abuse or like neglect or any kind of harm at the hands of the boss. A woman who submits to her man does not have anybody like HR to step in and protect her if that man abuses her, neglects her, or mistreats her.
Oh, you submit to, for example, authority. You will submit to a cop and you will submit to a judge. So all I'm saying is this: it's pecking order.
No, I
No,
don't. I don't submit to
we,
cops. I don't submit to
oh
judges.
shit, never seen. We have to. We gotta be honest, my love. Please,
Exactly. That is the point of a
please.
lawyer.
You're not. You're not.
If a cop brutalizes you or oversteps or breaches the law or whatever, right? In regards to arresting you, you would then have a lawyer who comes to represent you in case that person is that cop is doing bad or that judge is being unfair.
This is crazy.
You want to say
So,
women submit,
so,
but
so,
women don't
children.
submit.
Your mentality is women don't submit to shit. Children don't submit to their parents. You don't
Men
submit
don't
to a
submit
cop.
to shit. So
You
why
don't
you gonna?
submit to a judge.
If men don't submit, who are you folding for? Who are you submitting to? You submit to
First,
your boss? Cause men and women be having bosses. So do you submit to your
first
boss?
off, first off, first off, we follow rules and laws, correct? So that's submission there. That's one. Two, if a
That's
cop,
not submission
see,
because
see,
everybody
see,
don't.
stop. I let you rock. Let me rock. Cause you've been lying a lot. Listen. You've been lying a lot. Like I said, we follow laws and rules, including you. So that's a submission. That's one. Two, it's like authority. We have to follow authority. Like, for example, the president. You would submit to Donald Trump if he was in your damn presence. We have to be honest. We have to be honest.
Let me tell you something,
Let's
baby. You
be
don't know me.
honest.
I'll let the Secret Service take me
Man, you
out
can
for
say
I submit
whatever.
to that
Shit,
man.
you can say whatever. You're
You
required to
talking about
submit.
Donald Trump, the man who
You're
got the
president.
Part Five
You're president
put
of
in
the
jail
United
for over
States.
12 years against their legal rights to due process? You're bugging. I would unalive before I
You,
submit for Donald A.
your mentality is that you don't submit to nobody. That's
No,
dangerous.
I only believe in teamwork, community, and cooperation. I don't submit. I collaborate. But that's a big concept for Elmo.
Wow. Hood, you still there? I think he be
Hood,
on.
you gotta hit the mute button, Hood.
I'm gonna drop him because I don't know like what he on. If you want to come back, he can come back. But this is wild. Like big
Who
big
did? Let
man.
me ask you a question. You growing up, who did your mom submit to?
I know she didn't have a mentality like you, but so she had to submit to either her her father or she submitted to like the higher ups. We got shit. We got aunties. We got TTs. You know what I'm saying? So grannies. So she
That's not
submitted to.
submission. So I think the issue here is that you are conflating submission and respect, right? So at a certain age, a parent, an auntie, and uncle, yeah, they can tell you things, and you might have to be obedient. But once you are an adult, you ain't submitting to nothing nobody talking about for real.
This is wild. Um, Cynthia.
Big Dog was first, then it was Cynthia, and then it
Hi.
was
Oh.
Nolin.
I thought Cynthia. No, wait. I said big dog, but he
Yeah,
didn't.
Big Dog. That's a girl, a woman.
Regardless, that she ain't say nothing. So like
Well,
Cynthia,
I didn't have the Whoa, I didn't have the opportunity to say nothing.
you did. I said your name. You ain't say shit. Your
And
mic.
there's no,
You
I
was
thought
still
that.
on mute.
All right, anyways, I thought that somebody. I don't
Don't
like
give him
speaking over
Don't
people.
attitude,
like disrespect
girl.
me. Respect men on the
Respect
panel.
him.
But
Submit.
continue.
What's wrong with you?
You definitely gonna
I'm
have
That
to.
overwhelmed.
she sounded
Can I
funny.
answer the question, please, or does
Just
anybody else have
please
Yeah,
something
but
to
do.
be
say?
Please,
respectful to
just
the host.
Please
please answer
answer
the
or do your
question.
thing.
Okay, I think that women don't like submitting to men because, like, men have been known perpetrators of women, like violence against women coming specifically from men is super, super, super rampant and has been kind of since the beginning of time, unfortunately. And so I think with women submitting to men, it feels like a game of Russian roulette. I said this in another live, never was there, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's like playing Russian roulette because a lot of the times, like when you do submit to a man, Like, how many people, if you know who the Wizard Liz is, if you look at her story, like, she was with this guy, and this happens to a lot of women. I'm just saying her because you could look her up. But a lot of women will be with a man, they'll do all the right things for months. Some people will do this until their woman gets pregnant, and then they start beating on them when they get pregnant. I don't mind submitting to people that I know, or things or institutions or whatever. I don't mind submitting when it's mutual respect, right? It's not just tyranny. It's not just, okay, you do as I say because this is what you need to do. That's just like
You're
force.
required to.
Oh, whoa.
Continue.
Whoa.
You heard what the host said. You're required to. Stop being weird.
Yo, I'm required to submit to you even when it's harming me? Because that's what I said.
No,
this is the
you
problem
just
with
said,
American
hold on,
women.
host. I got you. You just said that you are going to submit when it's respectful. He been being respectful. You came in here turning it up with the attitude. So
Bye.
I feel like you the one that should be a little bit more submissive.
But see, never said she got your mentality. It's your fault. But like,
I got your back, host. Don't do that. I'm what, sir?
I'm saying we gotta be real. Like I heard you,
Y'all
but
see, you see, but big, you see all that funny shit you was doing in the last live, and they did it to you. You see how pick me's never get picked.
Cynthia, please, like take it away.
Hi.
Hey,
So
love.
I think women doesn't like uh to be submit to their men because they lost their tradition values about relationship and family. Um I also think that they don't emphasize their values as much today as they're in the past.
That was so deep.
Like knowledge. What's your take on never sin? And also, can you like answer the prompt?
Uh, Not too much on it. I'm just on that basis. But what's up with you, first of all?
What up, bro? I'm been chilling.
Man, absolutely. Sitting here with the star seeds. But yeah, I don't really. I see it being a cultural thing too, and they don't know their culture. But they also, for the majority part, they don't even know what the word submit means. They
Submit means yield to a higher authority.
yield to a higher authority.
So you ain't know what submit
That's
means.
that's the com- that's the com- that's the complete meaning.
That's the complete meaning.
Okay. So
It
so
means to yield to a
so
higher authority.
so okay. So you're yielding. You're yielding. You're holding off to a higher authority. You're not stopping. You're not pursuing to give away everything, and you still run away from the word submit because most people watch wrestling. This is crazy.
What? What is the
This is
connection there? You got to make that make sense.
the connection being is that most people think is about tapping out and giving giving all your power over to the next person. That's not what submit means.
That is what it means.
Okay.
I promise you. How much you want to bet you about the
How much you
describe?
want to bet? I don't
How
want
much
to
you want to
bet
bet you?
anything.
How much you want
I
to bet
don't.
you
Never
about?
I don't
sin,
want.
never sin. Respect me on the panel. Let knowledge finish, and then you can
I don't
respond.
want to bet. I
We
don't want to
engage in
bet
a healthy
anything.
debate
I
right
don't
now.
want to bet anything. You'll lose everything. And if I have to prove you incorrect, I will never talk to you ever again in your life. That's why I'm
Alright,
telling you I
what do you
don't
mean
want to
incorrect?
bet.
You're about to describe cooperation and then call it submission. Submission means to yield to a higher authority. It's establishing a hierarchy. That means that there must be one
So,
person who is always the authority, but men have this thing where they try to flip it to mean like, oh, I submit to my partner submits to me. No.
hey, and
There
never saying
in the submission there's
did I mention coalition or anything of that nature?
Now,
go ahead.
now,
Finish your sentence.
wait. Now, knowledge. Earlier, before you got on earlier, and this is a quote from like Never Sin. I asked her, "Do you submit to cops and judges?" And she said, "No." You can continue.
Uh,
You also said I
yes,
would submit
yes.
to Donald J.
Okay.
Trump if he was in my face.
So when the officer asks you, do you understand? Do you say yes?
If you knew my real name, you could Google me and switch
No,
to
I asked you a
order.
simple
Hold on,
question.
knowledge. I'm telling you right now, if you knew my real name, you could Google me from my days of being an activist and see how many times I got beat on by the cops for not submitting. Like it's simple.
What does that have to do with a
That's
literal
what
question
he
that you were able
said.
to
He
answer?
said I don't submit to the cops or the judges. I'm substantiating that claim.
But you
So
do submit to them.
I did not. That's why I got my ass whooped. I told you you could Google me. If you knew my real name, you could Google me. I
So
used
you
to
I'm
be an
never listened.
activist. I marched for Tamir Rice. I marched for Trayvon Martin.
you
Like
marched for
I marched for the troops. I used to be outside, not
the
submitting to the
it,
police.
listen.
This is
What I'm
wild.
saying was what you pushed in. You pushed in the fact that you had to submit to that entity that you marched for right then and there. So you submitted right there.
What? Yo, you didn't know protesting is choice. What are you talking about? That's
No,
a
listen, hold on.
choice.
Listen to me about what I mean by protesting because the actual cause to protest is actual paperwork and documents. You marching out in the street is you getting punishment for no apparent reason. Protesting is trash. It doesn't do anything.
What?
Listen, I do this behind the scenes, personally, all the time.
For
So
who? Who the
for a
last person
lot
you
of
protested for?
for actual people who not running off trying to get Federal Reserve notes and deal back with
Bro,
Constantine.
I named Tamir Rice and Trayvon Martin, young black boys who were unalive
Yeah,
at
and
the
their
hands
mom
of
and dad sold
police.
them, and their mom and dad stole money from under the table and ran off. That's why those people didn't get prosecuted
What?
properly. Yes, you
The
have to
cop
know
that was involved in Tamir
Let
Rice
knowledge
didn't
finish
get
with no
the cop that
interruptions.
the cop that got that was involved in Tamir Rice's unaliving that he didn't get prosecuted properly because he was a white teen man who had he had actually committed police brutality against several black boys.
Never
His
sin.
department
Leave
is
the
claiming that
emotions
they only
involved.
admitted.
Let knowledge finish, and then you can
As
respond.
I'm using facts in real time, you calling my facts emotions. That's insane.
Knowledge is stating facts, and you
how
cut
they're
him
your
off.
facts when I'm behind the scenes and I know these people that are doing these things
Yet you couldn't
from
name
hold
nobody,
on, I'm
and I
still
named
speaking.
several.
Don't get your panties all in a bunch. Get them out and
I
wait.
don't wear panties,
Like
bro.
like I said,
I don't
those
wear
people
panties.
are
I ain't got no
those
panties
people.
on the dance floor.
I know Jezebel spirit already.
You damn
So
right.
we know. So again, that means you're educated and not intelligent. So again,
Mind
we're
you,
gonna
you
skip
sitting up here
past
with a
that. We're
picture
gonna
of
skip past
Oprah
that
Winfrey in
notion and let
response.
you
So are
know.
you homeless?
We're gonna skip past something and let you know
Are you
something. If
homeless?
you
The
go to
picture
a
is of
court of
of
law,
an Uber in the
if
swamp.
you go into a court of law, it's called a bid bond. So any type of criminal cases, they get funding off of those criminal cases.
Hell.
They get funding off of those criminal cases, and they're able to obtain it for surety and equity. And the other party has to agree on those terms if they know or if they don't know and sign and consent. If they don't make sure that that consent is signed on their behalf, then they have to get somebody who is lawfully eligible to do so or in the right state of mind, which is the same state of mind in the court of law to be able to do so. So most people sign it over. But in that case with them, those people like ACLU, Black Lives Matter, feminist right movement, all those people work for the same entity and they are against us. They don't work for us. So you going out there putting yourself on the line. Why you think those police officers already ready right there
Do
for you?
you think that I marched with Black Lives Matter?
I didn't say you did. I
You
said
just did.
I said all of those protesters, those entities. I just listed a few, and you're trying to sectionalize to one thing because somehow you have a matter with them and you're trying to take it up with me. Take it up with them. Don't take it up with me. I don't have nothing to do with that. Go deal with your matters on your own. What I'm telling you is all those entities are trash. And they
I ain't
work
gonna hold you. You
together.
lost me
And
at
they work together.
sectionalized. That's not even a
They
word.
oh my God.
Mr. Facts.
Let
You
him
want
finish.
you want me to say compartmentalization? You want me like come on now. Anyways, they disperse those entities into all those sections that are all cooperating against us but saying they're helping us. One says they're helping us, the other one says they don't. And those people are taking money under the table. That's why they have to make it publicized about what's going on because it's called an announcement. So go look up your information before you just start running your
Sir,
mouth
what
and
does
going
that
out
any of that have
protesting
to
with
do?
people that's
What
trying to
does any
kill
of
you.
that have to do with protesting?
Exactly what I just said. If you listen and stop trying to be defensive, but you take it for your own matters and you go risk your life for nothing. Have fun with that.
Going to go protest police brutality against young black boys is risking your life for nothing?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yes.
Now who should submit to this man?
You should. And I don't
Why
want
would
you
I
to
submit
should.
to a
You are
spineless
going to.
man that wouldn't you
You are going to. It ain't no should. You are going to, and you are already.
She won't even submit to Donald Trump. So the
She
delusion
already
is
submitted to. She already submitted to us
men like
already.
you are the reason why Zimmerman's still walking around.
No, women like you are the reason why Zimmermen are still walking around. Because you're going out protesting, giving them a reason to make an excuse for the things that they're doing and collecting collateral damage and
What?
equity off of you guys for going out making a public announcement on private properties without an actual
Why
announcement
would
being
somebody
displayed.
protest on private property when they could protest on public property?
You're not getting it. If you don't have
You don't know
notice
we have an
to do
amendment
those
that allows
things,
us to
if
legally
you don't have
protest?
notice to do those things, it's called what?
We have a whole
What is it called when
constitution.
what is it called
Hello,
when
we
you're
have a
trespassing?
constitution. We have
Oh,
a constitution that legally allows us to protest.
how many articles and declarations? How many articles are in the Constitution? Tell me.
What are you talking about right
How
now?
many articles are in the Constitution? Tell me.
What does that have to do
please let
with
Because
you
you
answer
don't
not
this
know,
knowing
question.
you
that the
don't even know
Constitution
you
allows us
don't
to
even know the
protest?
Constitution, let alone trying to talk about it.
You
You
don't know
don't
the
know it.
Constitution.
I asked you how many articles are in the Constitution.
What does that have to do with you
Never
making
Because
the
said
that's
he
what
just
is a
assumption?
he just
part of the
asked you a
Constitution.
question. Please let
What does
answer his
that have to
question.
do with the assumption that you made that I went out and protested
No,
in private property?
you ran off a thesis of saying the Constitution. So what are the articles of the Constitution? How
I
many
didn't
are
run
there?
over. What do you mean? A thesis?
No,
Never
I said
said
how
please
many.
like answer his question.
What are
You
you
don't know what a
talking
thesis
about?
means?
I'm so confused. Literally, all I'm saying is you said that I
I
was
know you're confused. We
you
know.
said I was protesting
We
on
very well
private
know you're
property.
confused.
You said I was
I
making
asked you a
people
simple
money
question.
by
Stick
protesting
to the
on
question that's
private
being
property.
what is how many articles are in the
You said I was
Constitution?
protesting by,
How many
you said
articles are
I was
how many
giving these
articles
people
are in the
collateral
Constitution?
by protesting
How
on
many
private
articles are in
property.
the
And
Constitution?
I said that I was protesting on
And I told you
public
protesting
property,
is only
which is
destroying things. So I
legal
gave you a rebuttal for
via
everything
our
that you talked about. And right
constitution.
now you just running your mouth
Never
in
said
somebody else's
please
mouth.
answer knowledge question.
She
Why would
ain't
I
able to
answer
because she
that
don't know how
though?
many articles it is.
Why
Never
would
said
I
like
answer
just say like you
that?
don't know if you don't know, so we can move
Why would
on.
I answer that?
Because we know you're illiterate. That's why. We know that you educated by the same
Why
people that
would
you say
me
you
knowing how
dislike.
many how does
You're
me knowing how
educated by
many
the same people that you say you
knowing how
dislike.
many articles is in the Constitution is not about being illiterate? That's trivia.
No, you going out and
So
protesting about
if
something
I
that
all
you
right, so
saying that
host.
you care
All
about,
right,
but you
I got
don't
you. So
know.
host, if I have to answer how many articles,
Hey, Me-Meechie,
oh
this
no,
is
I got you,
citizen.
knowledge.
She's going to
So host,
protest about something that
if
she
I have
don't
to
even
answer
know.
if I have to answer how many articles in the Constitution, you gonna make him answer how many amendments
They
there are?
already gave you the
Yes, yes,
answer.
They already
There is no, no,
yes,
they
yes,
already gave
yes.
her the answer. It's over with.
Yes,
Oh
They
like
already
yeah,
gave
that.
her the
yeah,
answer.
Yes, like
They
never
already gave
saying
her the
like
answer.
yeah, she
never
did.
never saying like answer his question first and then
He already put it in the
knowledge what
comments, which I
and
already knew.
She did
like
not
answer
know.
like
She just
knowledge
sat there and
question and
talked all
then
that
knowledge can
time just to
answer.
try to pull it up. You're goofy. You're goofy. You're goofy. She tried to display her time to hold up what she wanted to do just to pull it up. You're a goofy.
Why would I have to pull it up if somebody put it in the comments?
You're you're goofy.
You
We know damn well you're just educated by the
got
same people
somebody
that you
tied up
going to
or
go
something? You
protest against
good?
that's still making money off you all types of
You
ways.
got somebody tied
You're
up? You
goofy.
good? What's all of that back there? What's all that
Never
noise?
says now what question do you have for knowledge?
I don't have
We
no questions for him. That man,
I thought you said
she never did have a question.
I
She
don't
just
got
tried
no
to
question for
rebuttal
that
it
man. He
because
ain't gonna answer
because
it.
she pulled up the information on her phone timeline.
That man says sexualized. He says
This shit is
sexualized. You think
crazy,
I've got a
bro.
question for him?
This shit
I
is
ain't got no questions for
crazy
that
as shit.
man. All I said was if I gave him how many articles, would he be able to tell me how many amendments?
Man, bro.
That was my question.
37 and 7.
It's
So
27.
I'm gonna say it like that because it's more. So like I said, it's 37 and
It's
7.
27 amendments. It's
I
7
know it's
consecutive
27, but
amendments.
I'm telling you it's 37
You see
for a
how,
fact.
yo, you a
No, like
fraud.
he just said, he know that it's 27, but then he continued on.
He said 37, and then I corrected him, and he used the correct number I gave. And it's crazy knowledge because it's not 27, it's actually 25.
It's 27. It's 27. And it's 37 upon that. Thank you very fucking much. So know you and mind your mouth before you talk.
And never saying, and never saying also, when you have a husband in the near future, that comes with submission, right?
Why would I get a husband?
You don't want a
We know
husband.
As a
you
black
don't want her
woman,
legacy.
knowledge. As a black woman.
That seems like that's every woman's dream
Why would,
is
first
to,
off, again, why would I get a husband? Why would I want a man in my house? Like, you see
Look,
how
wow.
I'm live
you,
at
you
4:43?
listen to what she
Look at
said
this, look at
already.
this, look
My
at this, look at
house.
this, look at this, look at
What your
this.
house gonna do when
You
it's
see how I'm
destroyed
live
and
at
destroyed
43
it
in the
and it
morning?
has
Let me
nothing in
show
it
you
but
what's in
ghosts?
my hand. Let me show you what's in
It
my
ain't
hand
gonna
right
AB
now.
Mitchell ain't gonna be
Let
nothing
me
but
show you
ghosts
what's
in
in
that
my hand
house.
right now.
Nothing
Y'all
that
got me
look,
bent.
hey, look, she already got all the fake makeup on and shit. Yeah, it's
Y'all got
over.
me bent. Why
It's
would I have a
over.
husband?
We know you got wine in your hand. We
Why
know you
would I
gonna
have
want
a
a husband
husband?
because you
Stop
gonna have
playing
that
with
wine
me.
on Don Julio and eating dick behind it.
Listen to this.
That's
Listen to
all.
this. Listen to
That's
this.
all you worth. That's all she
Ah!
worth.
Why would I have a husband when I
That's
could be
all
at
she
home?
worth.
You know what I'm gonna
Man,
do in a
man,
minute?
All she worth.
please.
I
Let me tell
told
you
you
what I'm about to
she
do
was
in
sent
like
me that
10 minutes.
Jezebel spirit
In 10
early.
minutes, I'm gonna strip butt ass
Never
naked. I'm gonna
said it's
take this
not
cup in the
cute.
bathroom
Man,
with me. I'm
It's
gonna
not
continue to
cute.
sip my wine.
Not
every
I'm gonna
cute.
woman on
take a
this earth
bath.
Never
wants a
said.
husband,
I'm gonna
even the
relax.
ones who
Nigga,
Never
why
claim
would
they
I
don't
said.
want
want a
a man in
husband.
Never
this house?
said.
Besides
I
evil
wish
Never
I could
evil
cam
said.
up
people.
and shake.
I know you hear me.
Woo!
Never
Y'all don't even
said.
know.
I know
Only
you
evil
hear me, but
Jezebel
you
Listen,
gotta.
spirits
I
don't
got
want
on
Never
my
said.
husbands.
tight little
Never
fitted
said.
pajamas
Relax.
that I ain't gotta
Relax.
worry about no nigga trying to touch on me and
Never
beg me for no
said. You have
coochie.
to relax.
You're
Who
You have to
bugging. Why would
wanna
I
relax.
put a
beg her
man in
for
this?
coochie?
Never said. You
This is
have to
straight game.
relax, and you're on my live
My
because you
fault. I'm
love
a
me.
little happy. I'm a little happy. This shit funny.
I know
Who
you
wanna
happy
beg her for?
because you're happy being on my live, and I appreciate that.
Nah, I'm happy to
Now,
not have to submit.
nah, you on my live.
She
You will
submit to
see.
her AB bitch. She submit her man that job all day, every
Facts.
day.
I don't have to submit to a man at a job. I work for myself.
Now wait. We have
Okay,
a newcomer. Wait. We
go
got a
ahead.
newcomer. Now, unique.
Damn, that girl look fine as fuck too.
She was like
Hey, boo, it's not unique. It's Neek.
without a fuck. Nikki. Now, Nikki, you
So you're
listening?
going to address me as
Fine
my
as a
name. It's Neek.
motherfucker,
No,
That's
boy.
disrespectful.
you on my live. You on my shit. Now,
I don't
Nikki.
care. You don't address somebody by
Then like
something
get
else
the
that they
fuck
should
off
not
my shit
to.
then. Get
Fuck
the
you
fuck
Why
out
you
talking
my
being
about?
make a
rude?
hype.
What the
You don't want to submit, leave.
Get the
Oh
Submit
scepter.
to
no,
what?
here
You're
we
not
go. Oh
authority to
no,
Leave.
me.
that's
Submit to me. I am
crazy.
What's
authority.
wrong with
I am
you?
authority. Get the fuck off my
That's
shit.
his
Get the
life.
That's
stepper.
power.
Not the
That's
nigga
power.
mad because he can't
That's power.
spell.
That's power.
You
That's
can't
power.
Get the
spell.
You a
Let me
stepper.
go.
drunk bitch. You a drunk bitch. Yeah. Be gone.
Like if they
This the
want to be
problem with
authority
hoes.
of any life, they go do their own life with their own prompt. They come here and then
And this is the
there's
problem with these delusional American bitches. Because like I can call her anything. I could have called her Brianna, Stacy. Like, but see, this is the problem. Like, she was sounding so stupid. And I just hate using the word stupid. She was sounding so stupid because it's the pecking order. We submit to somebody and to people. So I brought up earlier, I was asking her questions. Like, have she submitted to her mother and father growing up? And she said no. So I'm like, she just kept lying and lying and lying and lying. And the shit got so fucking ridiculous. I said,
and uh,
go ahead, Cynthia. My bad,
no,
mama.
and then
Go
someone
ahead,
said
mama.
here in the comments, every woman doesn't want a husband. That's not me. I'm a woman and I do want a husband, like
But for any woman that says that, that's because they're miserable and they know that they only good for their mouth. No woman is want to say that, or she's evil. That's it. She just chose the path of evil. No woman on this earth, no man on this earth is going to say that they don't
A
want a
a
wife
real
or
woman
husband
do.
unless they chose the path of
And
evil.
see, and Unika or Nika or Nikki,
I'm
whatever
not
her name
picking on you.
is.
I'm just like saying what I think. Okay, we heard it.
And Neek, she and her feelings hating on Cynthia because she's a classy, respectful woman that submits to men, and that's what women should be about. But Neek is the type of woman she's rude, disrespectful, and disgusting, just like Never Sin. And her name, like, speak for itself. Never Sin. What kind of fucking name is that?
That's one minute you see it, next minute you never do.
This is wow. This is wild. This is
That's funny.
wild.
She told me something. She had to get the chat to give her the asses, and she's
This is
talking all this
wild.
Like,
trash.
This is wild.
like,
I don't know why I got two restrictions. Hold on.
Because you ain't shit. But it's funny how you call it classy, but she
Oh,
never been married and y'all never been married either. That's so crazy.
how you assuming what somebody is or not? You just assuming
And she just said she wants to be married, meaning she never been married.
what about if I
that.
was married in the past? You don't know my life.
What does that have to do with what he just said and she just said?
He
She said
just
she
said she's
no.
classy.
He
That's the
said that
type
she
of
don't
woman,
want it.
what's her name, but she's not picked yet. That's what
Right,
I'm
because
saying.
why would somebody want a woman who doesn't want to be married? That means that
What are
she
you
don't
talking
want
about?
to be
Nobody
wiped up.
said
That means
that.
she
He's saying that she's classy. So if she's classy, why isn't she married yet? Why isn't she chosen
She
yet?
will be married.
Well, how do you
How do
know?
you
She
think that?
doesn't
she'll
even
be married
know.
way
Oh my
before
gosh,
that
she doesn't
woman
You
even
that's
know
would
about
never
just
my
said
talking.
life.
that. It's context clues. If you was married already, you wouldn't never said that. It's
That's
context clues. Put it
that's
together.
not
Okay, so
why are
no,
you
okay,
debating
look.
about that?
Cynthia, have you been married?
Your tone still don't change condescending.
I am
Nobody said
married.
I wasn't being
I
condescending. I'm
am
asking
You
a
married.
are.
question.
Cynthia says she is married.
No, she's not. Okay.
That's checkmate. See, she told you she's a wife. And once again, you're being disrespectful. That's not cute.
Jealousy. Look, she gotta go look at her page to try to make
Married for
sure.
20 years.
This is
Y'all
crazy.
can't say the same thing.
What?
Why you keep assuming to try to bring up your little
Again, y'all can't say
accolades
y'all
that
been
don't
married
mean
for 20
nothing?
years.
Is your 20 years happy? Because it seems like you're not happy.
It doesn't matter. I've been married for 20 years, so I can speak
You
on
listen to that,
marriage.
Me-Meechie?
Y'all
It
can't
doesn't
talk
matter.
about women wanting
Go
marriage if
go
y'all
pull up
never
the
been
word.
married,
Go pull
and
up the
y'all
word
can't speak on
matter.
marriage.
Go pull up the word matter,
We
and
can
I'm
speak on
married.
anything for one, and we're
No, y'all
men.
can't. Y'all can't
That's
even speak
one.
on
Two,
submitting either because y'all don't know
a
the definition.
woman,
Because I don't know why y'all
you
think y'all are
submit to
superior
men
to
for a
women
living.
to be
Submit to your
submitted
So
man
to.
boss.
Y'all are not
Submit to your
superior
male
so
to
you
be
married
boss.
for 20
submitted to.
Submit
Y'all
to
don't
a
years.
even got no
king.
So
money.
how
And
many?
submit
And
to
you meet
Donald
Black
Trump.
men are the poorest
That's your
motherfucking
job.
men ever. So what are y'all
how?
talking about? Y'all don't even make more than 50,000 a
How?
year to
Hold
even
on.
have a wife.
How? Do you
This is
hold
a
on? First of all, let me
nah.
prove you something incorrect.
I
Do
just
you
like
know
block this
all?
bitch. Fuck it. I just like block that bitch. Be gone. Because
I'm about
see,
to say she crazy. She don't even know the terms of what real.
disrespectful hoe. This gonna try to bring up a man like the black man pay and you a black woman. See, this is the problem.
You should have
It's
left.
just
You should have left her. I was about to embarrass her. Her 20 years of marriage is
I
trash.
wanted to, but that bitch like she had my shit restricted and it was talking about
Uh,
harassment and bullying. Like fuck that.
Harassment and bullying. She the one
Yeah.
doing it. So let's report the video. She the one doing it.
So
It's
now
clear
I'm
right there.
blocking. I just blocked her and like Never Sin because I ain't having that shit because this is the problem. She gonna try to say like Cynthia just told her that she's married, that she's happily married, and that bitch said like no, she's not. Like what? Like this is wild. Knowledge, bro. Like this is wild. Cynthia told her. Cynthia told that confused black woman that I'm married, and that confused black woman said no, she's not.
Because they want to be argumentative. They don't have nothing else to
Well,
strive for but the argument. That's
and
it. That's
then
all
and
they
then
got to live for.
she was generalized every woman. She was like, no woman wants to be married or something like that. I'm like,
Right.
that's the me.
Then the fact that she just came on here and tried to tell everybody else about if they was married or not is crazy. Y'all ain't married. Y'all ain't had 20. What you got a 20-year marriage of unhappiness, and that's why you're on this panel because you're looking for a new D in your mouth. Get out of here.
Appreciate the like heart meet like wellness coach. Appreciate it, bro. Knowledge they appreciate your support too with the gifts, Cynthia and you as well.
Oh, man, anytime. Appreciate that.
And this is wild, man. Like this is a lot of American women, especially black women, like you said earlier, knowledge, uh, never seeing and Neek or whatever her name, like you said earlier, women, those type of women, they view submission as in tapping out. I mean, as they view submitting as in tapping out. And
The
it's
funniest part is that they're like, they're like, I'm never gonna be submit to anything or blah 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 blah. Oh my god, what about the laws? You know, like you guys are mentioned before.
that's why I
I'm
said
like,
right.
at some point they get it. Everyone needs to be submit at something, right?
Exactly. And that's what I told Never Sin. And so she just kept lying and lying and lying. And then she said how she don't submit to police. And she said because she got beat up or whatever. But I'm pretty sure like everybody cooperate with police. Everybody.
Man, all you gotta do is call her in about 30 more minutes and her knees gonna be down on the ground.
Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Why do black women get offended? Like, just like the question just says, why don't women like submitting to their men? That's it. This is crazy.
Yeah, because that's what
Well,
they seen in their house.
yeah,
A
like
lot of their moms was like, I ain't taking this from you to their dads or to their uncles or to their granddads and stuff. And they showed them that they don't have to be submissive to other men. And it showed the boys the same thing that the women don't have to do nothing but, like you see it on TV shows, even when it don't even be just us. It don't even just be us at all times, right? They be like, uh, when your mom say something and she starts jabbering off, just say, okay, all right, and just move on. They be like, you'll get it one day, son. And I was like, what? Looking at the TV show, like, what are they talking about? You get older and you see it, that monologue. Hell no, stay on topic.
Man, that shit crazy, man.
well, like I said before, they lost value, you know.
That's crazy. Because see, Cynthia, why do those two disrespectful women had issues with you?
I don't know because I was just trying. I, as I mentioned before, it's because they lost their values. Like when I entered the question,
Cynthia, do you truly know why they had a problem with you, or you really don't know?
can you say it again?
Do you truly know, or you don't know?
What do you mean? Like if I truly
Like,
know?
what I mean by you truly know, like, I know, but I'm just going to say what I want to say just so it won't, bring back on controversy to me because I don't want it to be offensive. Or do you
Oh
just, like, really don't know?
no 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 no! I think I know, right? um,
All right, here
and
we go.
no, I think I know, like that women like nowadays they lost their values. They're like, oh, I can do the same thing as a man, which I don't think it's true. And I've been here in those lives like so many times, and like the host know the way how I think too. But I haven't seen like I've listened like to so many crazy things, you know. They they say one thing and then they go back like forward, you know. And I just think society nowadays lost their values, especially
I'm
like the women's, you know, the women's they want to compete with men, and I don't think women can compete with men and all those things, you know.
Dang. Yeah. I, well, to the question that was asked, I know for sure why. Because they felt like black men disrespected them in this situation and categorizing her as a European woman, not European. They just looking at her picture and not really paying attention to the ethnicity and saying, hey, why should we be respectful to this black man when he giving her more respect than us? And they don't really see is that it ain't about the color; it's about the actual respect that's given.
Yes, because see, Cynthia, she comes correct, and like we respect true femininity, like her being like a feminine woman that know her place, that know her role, and she's happy, she's married, and see, in a lot of black women, they don't like that because they know, damn, I can't compete with Cynthia because she's submissive, she obey, she cooperates, and this restriction just popped up again. And now it just went away. Cool. But yeah, see, black women, a lot of black women, they don't like women like Cynthia because she's submissive, she's respectful, and she appreciate men. And so, and those type of women, they don't like that. And plus, Cynthia, she don't compete with men. Never seen in that Nikia, they compete with men for a living. And that ain't cute. That ain't sexy. And I feel sorry for those women. I feel sorry for their mother, their grandmother. Well, probably like their mother probably taught them. So I say I feel sorry for their granny and their great granny. Cynthia, you can like go from there.
It doesn't even make sense a woman compete with a guy. And then you know how the way the tone how they're talking, like everyone here can listen, right? Everyone here like listen equals because we're all like in a live TikTok, so we can talk normal. We don't have to escalate our voice, and then they're like screaming, like going crazy.
Exactly.
Like we all here can talk our perspective, but we don't need to scream. We don't need to escalate that.
And that girl I got mad because I said unique. Like Neek is still in your damn name, so I'm basically technically saying your name. And
And then
this
she was saying that was speaking on her. I'm like, what?
right, she was just like jumping on you, like hating on you. Like she was saying a lot of bullshit like in the comments. So like I kept telling her, join the conversation. Like join the conversation because you got a lot to say on the comments. So I allowed her to try to join the conversation to get her word across. But she started off disrespectful. And I always tell women, disrespect me. And I always tell women, respect men on a panel. That's the only rule. That's it.
She was speaking on me just because I don't agree with her.
And she's pathetic. That's why she's single, she's lonely, she's miserable. And I pray to God that a man heal her sexually, physically, emotionally. I hope he heal her and have her and just turn her into a feminine woman.
No, I think like a guy's gonna stop by and say, hi, how are you? And she's gonna be like, get out of here. I'm not gonna submit myself and say hi to you.
Hey, that was funny. I can picture that right now.
Yo,
And then get
that's
back in the car,
true.
burr, burr, drive
That's
off.
true. Yeah. Hell nah.
They got to do a. Somebody got to do a skit for that now. You just gave me a. You just. Yeah, you gonna have to push that. You gave the idea. You gonna have to get that skit done.
I'm sure about to put this shit like on my story. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What was crazy is that she just didn't have no information about anything that she wanted to talk about.
And that's why, like you said, knowledge, she made that setup because she tried to like look the shit up.
Yeah, I pay attention to everything.
That was too funny. And she gonna show her glass of wine or whatever. I'm like, this girl's tripping.
You see how fast she did that though. Your
Damn.
wine and you don't need a man came up fast. But later on that night, you're gonna be texting and calling or waiting for a text or call from the dude that you're going to go get smashed by. Make that make sense. But you ain't submitting to him. You submitted to him right there because you laid down for him.
And like this, it's like even like the crazier part. Did she not brag and say that she's gonna take her clothes off
Something like that.
and be naked? What is wrong with
Oh,
you?
I said, oh yeah, I was like, Jazz. I said with the without your drawers on or something like that. She said, I don't wear any. I said, yep, Jezebel spirit already.
I ain't even heard that part. That's wild.
All right, everyone. It's kind of late here. I'm getting tired.
Thank you, Cynthia. Have a good night and tell your
Yeah.
champion I said what's up.
He's recovering, so that's why he's not. This is the second live that he unfortunately cannot join us. He was very, very sick last time. Now he's still recovering, but I'll tell him. Hopefully next time he's gonna join us.
Hopefully so.
Appreciate it, Cynthia. Have a good
All
night.
right. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.
How amazing day on purpose with purpose. What you say, baby girl? This stuff sinister right here, boy. This stuff is sinister.
Man.
I'm gonna hit you with your question. What you take on her saying that her dude is sick and recovered?
Ask that question again.
Yo, what's your take on her dude recovery? No, mama, don't touch the controller in there.
Oh shit.
No, don't touch it.
Oh shit.
The line of change to determine.
I plead the fifth.
Hey, that piss was digital.
Yo.
Mama, in a short minute, okay? I'm about to smoke first, okay, baby girl? I gotta go down the room.
Your knowledge, you was like on my live when that woman said like she's like 23 and she married like a 66-year-old.
Nah, I saw when you. I just seen the thing when you posted. I think I liked it, but if I didn't, I had to go back. But I was like scamming through it. I was just like, what? What the fuck? Like, what do you have in common? Besides you beings on this earth, what else do you have in common? Like,
bro, like knowledge. She said, like I'm gonna still like post clips on it, but like I'm gonna tell you, I asked her, has she like thought about cheating on her husband with her son? So first she said no, but then she said she find his son very sexually attractive.
oh yeah, she done already got hit. She done already got hit. It's over. They just waiting. They just waiting for the estate to clear over and sign it over to him.
Yeah, like this was crazy. Knowledge, yeah. I was shocked. Like, yeah. First, I was thinking. First, I thought like you was like you was on my live, and then I'm like, no, because like if you was like on my live that day, bro, it would have been even more funnier. You'd have been asking her wild questions, bro.
Yeah. You are play on the no. Don't play on the Xbox right now. Why? Because I said so, baby girl. You have your phone right here. I don't want the phone. I want to play the game. This game's on the phone. Yeah, see the difference? It's the same thing, correct? A game is a game, correct? And a game is a game. The titles and stuff may be different, but it's still in the categorization of a game, correct? Okay. Okay. You just gonna wait for me? All right, so let me smoke first. See ya. Go in another room. Okay. No, yeah, wait for me in there. Take the phone right now so you can wait for me. Here, take the phone for a minute.
And then, and then like knowledge, bro. Like this is like wild shit, man. Uh, like never seeing just. I knew like she was a liar from the jump, cause she said she don't submit to nobody, and that's crazy. But they don't realize. See, women don't realize. I'm probably the only person on TikTok that gives them opportunities to literally say what they want to say, but always say respect men on the panel.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because they don't even, I mean, a lot of them don't even give the opportunity to give respect or get it when they hold their panels.
True.
Because the moment you disagree with them and it's looking more in favor of you and everybody else changing their perspective, then it's just like, oh, let me start some commotion. Let me do this, let me do that. And then the minute you talk back about it just to justify it, it's like you arguing. It's like, I'm not arguing. You know what? I ain't going to explain shit to you. I'm going to let you figure this out on your own.
That's what when she kept on like attacking her arguments.
Yep.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm here.
damn, some shit popped up on like where I'm at, like this alarm. So I just end up pausing my shit. But damn, like what I was saying like before they paused it.
You said like when she was attacking about back and forth about the argument about
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
question.
Yep. Because I was laughing when you was attacking her. Like you was like dissecting her shit, and then like she was acting like that she didn't know like what you was talking about.
Yeah, it was just confusing me that you saying that you talking about going out fighting for rights and all this, and you don't even know how many articles it is or amendments it is in the Constitution, let alone.
She
Like,
gotta be at least like younger than 24. But it's sad. Like if she's older than 25 with that mentality, that shit's sad as fuck.
a lot of them are, and a lot of them are educators that are teaching us that. You some more what? Okay, I'll put some more games on there. Give me a second after I finish smoking. Go back in the other room. But it's it definitely is disturbing because a lot of them educated. There was one woman on here. Her name was Talented Educated. And when I say the moment, no, the moment that we didn't see eye to eye or something, she tried to slander all this this other stuff. I was like, you ain't able to slander me and all this other stuff. I haven't even met you, lady. Like, make it make sense. You trying to come over my house and trying to stay with me and sleep in my bed and all this stuff, and I'm telling you no, and you getting upset at that. Go ahead, have fun with whoever you get with, because it won't be me.
Now you done smoking, Dad?
This shit is crazy, man. These women are delusional. And it's crazy because why would a woman hate on a woman like Cynthia? Like a woman that's submissive, respectful, and just like well behaved. And they got an issue with that.
Yeah, because they ain't following that beehive behavior that Rihanna and Tiana Taylor and Beyonce and Cardi B behavior. Like that's what all these other women. Like look at sister. Look at her. She ran off on her dude to go have fun with another person after they've been together since they was in high school, middle school or high school. That's crazy. You waited all the time until you got married completely on document and babies to say you want to step out on your dude. What?
That's crazy. She made that announcement.
Yeah, what a TV show.
That's crazy. Oh, that was the Tia bitch or the other twin.
Yeah, it was a tear.
That shit crazy. Now see her twin sister smart because she married not only like she married like a white dude, but it seemed like her twin, she's submissive and she obey her man.
Yeah, gotta follow direction. Gotta
So
follow structure.
so
And
Tamara,
then,
so Tamara, like she's the feminine one, and Tia, she's a feminist.
yeah, if you say that, yeah. The way it comes down to it, how she act.
Yeah.
Or however, whichever way go. It just, I don't know. It just don't sit right. Like, they want you to be rude and disrespectful to them. Like, why would you want somebody to be rude and disrespectful to you? Because, nah, no. And not all women are like that, but predominantly, a lot of them are like that. I don't get it.
Because see, they be riled up. Like they be riled up. It's weird. It's like this shit weird, bro, because if like one of those hyenas, if like Never Sin or like Nikia, if like one of them run into a nice guy and they being nice to them, they would dismiss them quickly.
I know one thing in life on that aspect. It's like the easy thing is the best thing to choose for a lot of people.
As who?
It's like the easiest thing is the best option to choose for a lot of people. Like
Yeah, that's
even with the situation that most people get in, they don't want to work with it. Like you got the other person for a reason. You don't have to stay in that person's life forever. The situation occurs that you came into that person's life because you lack something and they lack something, and y'all both had the answer for each other.
they just delusional, man. Like
Why are you taking out my money, little girl? So how I get on the floor?
Nami, uh, or like Numi. Can
I
you
say,
can you like answer the prompt, please?
Yeah, well, does all the stuff on the side matter or just the middle part?
Uh, just the middle, or like if you want, you can like answer the side, but you don't have to answer the side. But yeah, like just the middle.
I think that why women don't like submitting to their men, I don't think they like the term submission. I feel like it makes them feel like they have to accept defeat or something. I don't think they understand the totality of the term, what relationship submission is. I think it's like a fear based situation. I think that's why. Hello?
They
Yeah,
gotta tap out. Ah, ankle lock.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
but
Could be
yeah, like
weird.
why?
I don't know.
But yeah, like why you think women like why do they overall like why do they take an issue? Like why do they why is it a problem for them to obey their man?
Obey. I don't know. I think that's also another trigger word that a lot of obey. That can be a little tough on the ears for women, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if they don't want to submit or obey, right, then they're not willing to be with that man. You know
Because
how like well to give an example of clarity, right? It's like men know that they're not going to marry or cuff up a bop, right? So if a woman's not willing to submit to a man, it's kind of the same premise. They're not willing to cuff you.
see, like women don't understand this also when they're literally in a fucking wedding dress, holding their man hand, and when the preacher dude or whatever he's called, I forgot like what he's called, but when the man marry them, he say when he tell a woman like what to say, to be holding this and that, and he said the word obey, and he said the word obey, and a woman repeats it. So it's like women don't understand. It's like they're required, especially a woman that's going to be married, that's literally getting married. She's required to obey her husband. This is why she have his last name or his full name. Hell, like I don't know. I guess women just lost their way. Like, but see, I believe American women lost their way because see, women in different countries, they know they role. They know they role, and they submit to their man with no problem.
It seems like they don't. It seems like they don't know that they able to be head of what they doing, and the man still ahead of what he's doing, and they coerce together. They act like they don't know how to do that. It just seems like it's just one or the other. Oh, you gotta be head, and I gotta be head. Well, I gotta be head. I don't don't work like that.
No, I agree with that. I don't think that they follow the normatives of religious principles. I think that's another issue. I feel like a lot of women are not equally yoked to the men that they're picking. If you're not equally yoked, you can't obey. You're a wayward woman. I mean, even with a man, if I'm not equally yoked to my man, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're going to have an issue under the eyes of God. I think that's another issue in America. We're a very lustful nation. So
Yeah, and for those who like don't know, hey, elaborate on what you mean equally yoked and being, as in your partners together.
yeah, I mean the best way I can describe it in simple terms is that equally be yoked would be I'm a Christian. I would obviously want to seek out a man who is also Christian. That way, when I submit and obey, I'm obeying that of the Father. Does that make sense? That's equally yoked.
No, I agree with you on that term. I agree with you on that term wholeheartedly. Yeah, it, it's more so in the sense of being on this earth for me though. So I agree with that.
Uh, I thought I dozed off for a minute. But yeah, like Nummy, are you married?
Yes, sir.
And do you obey your husband?
Absolutely.
Every day or like 4 days a week?
Oh no, you putting that time stipulation? No, every day. I can't.
That's what's up. That's a good thing. And
Yeah,
so,
that's the thing. Yeah.
have you ever challenged your husband's leadership?
No, my the way I approach is when it's necessary. So not in challenge, but more or less to bring about scripture in order to create. How would I say it? To create attunement. It'd be attunement, not atonement. It'd be attunement to tune into the um the process of obedience. Does that make sense? Because like in order for me to do exactly what my husband says, I need to understand in the totality through that of the eyes of our Father, right? Because if he gives me like if his leadership is going to lead my family astray, right, then I need to go back to that of my father, right, my biological father and the Father who art in heaven, because he is not equally yoked anymore. So women are supposed to guide in the sense of, is this the path that we must choose under the eyes of the Lord, you know? And then that's my husband will say yes, and this is why, and that is where the obedience comes from.
Um, have fuck. I was gonna ask you. Have you? I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute, and I'm gonna like think of the. I gotta like rememorize the question that I wanted to ask you.
No, absolutely. I just woke up, so forgive me, guys. When I came in, you invited me up. I like the topic, though. It's a really good topic. I know a lot of people probably come in combative, swinging. I
Oh,
haven't had
oh,
my morning
oh,
coffee yet.
oh, I just remember the question. Uh, have you ever questioned your husband's leadership?
So far, no. He does everything to the moral alignment that was taught to me by my father, right? So not yet. I think questioning would only come in as if it doesn't attune to our moral Christian values that we vowed to uphold. And so far, he hasn't broken that, so there's no need to question.
How long have y'all known each other?
Known 5 years, married 4.
Uh, what where y'all was at when he proposed to you?
Physically, spiritually, or mentally? What do you mean?
Uh, all those like where y'all was at when he proposed to you, like what place, what spot, etc.
Oh, okay. We were in North Carolina. We went to the military ball together, and after the military ball, he had proposed to me in Myrtle Beach.
You said like he proposed to you on the beach.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Where? It was just you two, or were your family there?
No, because he's military, so we were at the military ball. So effectively, his friends were there in the military. You could say that is of his family. But that's where we were. We were in Myrtle Beach at the military ball.
And were your military friends were there, or he just do the military shit?
Well, I'm a veteran. My friends are scattered amongst the United States because we all got out of the military, but it was just his military friends. So my friends weren't there. My family wasn't there because my family's originally from Georgia and Detroit. So
Okay. So so damn, I had this question for. So, like, when a man proposed to a woman, right, and when a woman see the ring, do she only say no based off the size of the ring, or like how does that work? Like when a woman tell a man no, do she go by the ring size, or that's kind of like a question, right? Yeah.
yeah, you know what's funny is we just talked about this the other day on a different live. I think that there are women that judge based on the size of the ring. We even had women up on the panel saying that if he doesn't, buy an expensive ring, he's not putting in effort. I just found that to be very shallow. So that does exist, and I find that to be a very transactional woman. And I don't find that there's love within that relationship, not from her at least. I don't think it's about the ring. It should be about the relationship, right? Because I actually took a screenshot. Let me pull this up. Because man, they were going ham about that damn ring. Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta see
Going
this.
ham. So I told him. Hold on, 2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bring up those photos. There we go. That was our rings.
That's it.
That's it.
Do you got your engagement ring?
No, that was the engagement and wedding ring.
Really?
Yeah.
So when he proposed to you, he showed that ring. He had that ring.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do they got like trackers on it, and you got it engraved or something?
Those are rubber rings.
Oh,
Those
okay,
are
okay,
military rubber rings. Those they can't engrave them, but that
okay.
was what we had. Because like I said, it's not about the ring; it's about the relationship. My husband provided me a home. He built me a home. He gave me a place of safety, of provision, and of protection. If women put their value within the ring and not the relationship, then what are you valuing?
Congrats on the marriage.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta make some coffee, y'all. I need some coffee in my life. Hold on.
Take your time, my love.
But I'm still here. Y'all can still
Oh, okay.
ask me questions. Yeah, you can still ask me questions. I'm just gonna be making coffee.
Um, so were you planning on getting married like the first year you've known your husband?
No, it started out very platonically, and then it grew into a good friendship, and then the attraction came. So I'd say within the first, I say like after the 6 month period of us hanging out, I just knew, and he knew. We just kind of knew.
So was it just so first it was physical and then it got to the friendship?
Oh no, we waited till marriage. It was
Because you said the word
we were
platonic.
Yeah, it was. We hung out together like friends. You know what I'm saying? We built a friendship with each other. That bond first, and then from that friendship, attraction occurred.
So,
So I'd say within the 6 months, the attraction started to come out.
so where you guys was like kissing each other before y'all became friends, or why y'all was friends?
So our first shared kiss was after 6 months of knowing each other.
Really?
Yeah, because it started out as friends first. You know how like when you meet somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not really in the dating scene. You just meet somebody and you just like you click.
Right.
It was like that. We clicked like friends. We were like, oh yeah, you the homie. And then we started hanging out, and the more and more we started hanging out, the more we started to feel that attraction, that pull, that attraction pull. And then within 6 months, we were both like feeling each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when we shared our first kiss. And then within the eighth, on the 8th month was when he proposed to me. And then it was like 3 months after that we were married.
So who said I love you first? Him or you?
It was me. It definitely was me. I think women do that first, for real, for real.
So when you told him that I love you, what was like his reaction? Like was his reaction like she bugging or she tripping, or did he just embrace it?
Very much embrace it. He I love you too. It was like a very shared intimate moment at that time.
And
Oh, you making me love my husband all over again. Yo, you put me down memory lane.
yes, sir. That's my job.
He gonna wake up with a good breakfast because I'm making coffee and I'm making breakfast right now.
Um, what I was gonna ask, I wanted to ask. I'm I'm about to like mute my mic real quick so I can like think of the question I wanted to ask you.
All right.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you if you haven't said to your husband "I love you," would your husband would have said it, or would he would have waited like about a year or so?
That's a good question. I don't know. Um, I think eventually he would have said it too, first, within that time span, but maybe it could have dragged on a little longer. Maybe. But I mean, the shared attraction was really strong, so I would say it would have happened around the same time.
And it's beautiful that when a woman tell a man that I love you, like when they tell it first, because a lot of American women, they don't want to give up their power, so they think they have to wait till the man tell them that I love you. So when you told a man, like when you told your husband that I love you, to him that was everything because he was waiting on the perfect time to tell you that I love you.
I see what you're saying. Okay. It's like the first initiation, right?
Yep. Because it's like if I tell a woman like a few months of entertaining her, like slash dating her, um, there's like me telling her that, like saying to her that I love you. So now the ball's on her court. Either she's gonna look at me like I'm crazy, or she's gonna have your approach to be like, I love you too.
Absolutely. But where did we go wrong in society, though? It's like where I guess people aren't either A, saying it, or B, maybe they just don't really understand how a relationship works type. I don't know. Like, everything seems so transactional these days, you know? Women complaining about the ring, men complaining about, whatever. It just seems like we're at odds with one another. Like, nobody's willing to submit, I guess you would say. I don't know. I feel like society's kind of gone backwards because I'm watching so many people on the internet, even in real life, just struggling with simple words like "I love you," or simple gestures that show that that y'all can make it as a team, being equally yoked. I don't know. It's weird. It's crazy work. I kind of feel bad for a lot of people. That's some good coffee, man. That'll wake you up.
Best part of waking up. I forgot. I forgot the classic coffee commercial. But how many times?
It's in your cup.
How many times have you and your husband argued?
Oh man, I'm prior military. I'm Army and he's Marine. We fight like cats and dogs. But the way we fight is very playful. So, um, if we want to talk about serious fight, or argument,
Yeah, an argument.
I, I wouldn't even consider the ones that we had that might be considered like heated was an actual argument. It was more or less like arguing the situation at hand, not at each other. Because when you're living military life, there's potentialities where you have to up and move and go like to a different state. So it was more or less we were kind of arguing against the powers that be that wanted to move us to California. You know what I mean? So when we came together and we're talking about it, there was a heated exchange, but not between us, but between the situation. So we never really actually had an argument where we were like pitting ourselves against one another. Not yet, anyway. So
Uh, Damn, I had another question. So, would you still would have been with your husband if he didn't propose to you in 2 or 3 years?
I think so. I think so. If we were in a relationship, I think so. Because like I said, the polarity of our relationship was very strong. Um, Now I think marriage usually just comes naturally. So I just don't see us not ever becoming married because we both believe in marriage. But even if, like, let's say we didn't believe in a piece of paper of marriage, I just feel like we would have just stayed together because our minds are like in sync with one another, like in such a way that I can't describe it. It's like I'm locked in. Like he's sergeant. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's military, he's sergeant. You know what I'm saying? We locked in militarily wise. Our mindsets like correlate. He don't have to say anything to me. I just know what he knows. You know what I mean? It's like he don't have to give me a command. I already know how to implement. It's a crazy synchronization that we have.
See, a lot of women don't get that. They don't understand it, and a lot of women, especially your married women, they don't do that when it comes to their husband. Like what you just said, they don't do that.
That's, and I think that's where submission lies, really, and that's why I tell women not. I've had this conversation on my friend Nelly, my boy Nelly's live, and I think they're just really scared of that word submission. They're scared to synchronize. They're scared to take that step to where because like submission is you're submitting. It's vulnerability, right? You're being vulnerable. It's like they have so many. Maybe it's built-in trauma that they can't accept to be that vulnerable.
Yeah, that is crazy. Damn, it is getting. So you said, so you're starting your day off right now?
Yeah, when I had come in, I rolled in here, it was peaceful, and then you invited me up, and I was ready to make coffee. I'm gonna sit here, drink the coffee, and then after I get the coffee done, I'm gonna make breakfast for my son and my husband because I do have a child now. We're 4 years in. I'm actually cooking my
Congrats.
second one right
Congrats.
now. I got number 2 on the way. He's due in August.
That's beautiful. Congrats, my love.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am about to go to sleep, but when I get up, I'm gonna start another live.
Let me send you this heartbeat so I can
Oh, thank you.
set your
Appreciate
live
it.
notifications. So that way when you go live, it'll show up on my top bar.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your support.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Is it Me-Meechie?
Yes, Me-Meechie.
All right, yeah, thanks.
Thank you. And like, have a good morning. Well, a good night for me, but a good morning to you.
Bless be, brother. Bless be. Sleep
Yes.
well.
Thank you.